Hi guys, so what makes the difference between successful and unsuccessful students? I'd say it's blackmail. Just kidding, please don't do this. We start with identifying their habits. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect student and that you should follow my example. I'm just speaking from my own experience and my observations of high achieving students in my own classes. So here are 8 habits of highly successful students. Figure out the best study method that works for you. Is it studying with a group, by yourself, or a combination of both? Are you a visual or auditory learner? How are you reviewing your notes? And what times of the day are you most energetic to study? And do you cry or hold your tears in during your study sessions? When I was in high school, I had an obsession for scheduling and planning. Classmates called me an overachiever or too extra. But it genuinely made me feel less overwhelmed and more control of my days. Now I've betrayed my planner and switched to Google Calendar because of convenience. Here are some time management strategies for you. Time block all your activities, especially your study sessions. Write down all your assignment deadlines and exam dates early. Set a reminder for yourself when it comes time to do that task. Reserve one day of the week to plan your study and workload. I usually reserve Sunday nights to do this. You ever notice that there's plenty of students who love to study at cafes? I'm one of those students. I personally work best in an environment that has coffee smells and jazz music. But now we're in quarantine, so I have to sort of imitate that environment at home and just hope for the best. Other study places to consider are a coffee shop, a library, a bookstore, a park, a friend's or classmate's place, a tutoring center, an empty classroom, or any other quiet spots. Now, I know I still haven't experienced independent living, but I'm really working on that. I've seen plenty of adults who have the life skills of a child. I'm trying to avoid being a woman child. So it's best we figure out these life skills to make the transition towards adult life easier. Some life skill suggestions are things like cooking, finances, house cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping. So, what do you do for fun? I was asked this question so many times and I had no idea. The closest thing to fun I had was watching Netflix till midnight. I was the literal definition of a boring, no-life workaholic. So discovering hip-hop, dance, and guitar was like finding another side of myself. And I saw that this was pretty common. I saw that my top performing classmates also took on activities they loved. Some of them like kickboxing, swimming, hiking, photography, music, or recreational screaming. So please don't be just all about school. Take up some activities just because it's fun. If you're really stuck on what hobbies to take on, then you can look back at your childhood. What activities interested you the most? You probably already know this, but school often doesn't teach us skills that are applicable to real life. I mean, unless we're a mathematician or a teacher, when are we asked to solve algebraic or physics problems in real life? So learn some skills that are more useful and applicable to your life. Some platforms to use to start learning more are Udemy, Skillshare, Coursera, YouTube channels. I love Crash Course and TED. I know, what a geek. Always keep a lookout for any opportunities that can provide a good learning experience for yourself. Whenever there was a summer break, my friends and I took advantage of the break to look for internships or jobs related to our major. And I was even fortunate enough to meet my mentor in a clinic that I had worked at. Some ways to look for these opportunities are through job websites such as Indeed, Monster, Glassdoor, or LinkedIn, internship positions like internships.com, or just ask friends, classmates, or professors. I can't tell you how many times I flunked a science or math exam. Each time there was a different reason. Sometimes it was genuinely my fault. I would claim that I loved the panic of last-minute studying. Other times it was because I didn't find the study method that worked for me. Apparently just repeating the material over and over again in your head wasn't a good study method for me. The main point I'm trying to make is to learn from your failures. Maybe find a tutor, study with a smart friend, ask help from a professor, or change up your study method. Reflection is the first step to reaching a solution. So reflect on these questions. What went wrong? What can I do to make it better? When will I start doing this? Why am I like this? I question this about myself a lot. Now you know some of the habits of successful students. As I said before, I'm not the perfect student that you should follow along. Please don't give me that pressure. But if you observe a lot of the high-performing students, you'll notice that they have most of these habits. So we can try to take a few good notes and try to apply these habits to our own life. And who knows, maybe with these habits you'll become a Harvard grad or a Nobel Prize winner, or a criminal mastermind. I don't judge. Thanks for watching.